Oh!
You know, you're gonna have to be careful around me, kid. I'll get you.
I'm not doing no toga moon for you.
Look out now. Tell us something. Tell us something. Talk to us.
I love that guy right there, and I'm gonna marry that guy right there in a couple months. He gave me this big rock, and I think he's a handsome guy.
Talk to me about that last time that you saw Scott.
I usually woke up before him and headed to work. I worked for the Chamber of Commerce at the time, but I was experiencing pretty heavy morning sickness, and so he actually got up before me, headed to work. Then I got up and started getting ready, and I passed the motorcycle dealership on the way to work. I honked at him, he blew a kiss, and he waved at me as I drove by. We had a conversation about 2 o'clock, and I told him I'll probably head that way in the next hour or so.
What is your emergency?
It's at Superbike Motorsports.
Okay, what's the problem?
While I was driving to the dealership, there was a Y in the road, blocked, and nobody could get through. I pulled up to that blockade, and it was just a sea of law enforcement. I knew that something had happened. I had a good 2 to 2.5 hours of sitting there waiting. And I was just staring out the front door, and I saw a Spartanburg County coroner drive up my driveway. And even at that point, it didn't hit me that the coroner is coming to my home. But they came in, they asked me to sit down, and then they delivered the news. They told me that an unfortunate event had occurred down at Scott's business that day and that he had been shot and killed. I then asked for Scott's mom, and that's when they told me that she had also been killed and that Brian Lucas had been killed, and the fourth victim they were still trying to identify. But in my heart, I knew it was Chris Sherbert. It was terrible. It was shocking.
$647, that's how many days have passed since 4 people were killed.
There have been nearly 800 leads.
The only thing cold about this case is the heart of the mass murderer who's still on the loose.
On September 3rd, 2016, a concerned mother reported her son, Charles David Carver, missing. 2 days later, a concerned friend also arrived on Anderson Police's steps to report Kayla Brown, Charlie's girlfriend, also missing.
This is just so out of character of him. So if anybody knows anything, please call and leave a tip. I'm begging you, please.
That plea echoed by Kayla's mom.
My daughter lives in the apartment right over here.
Who's passing out flyers in Anderson Crossing where the couple lives.
Kayla and Charlie's faces became a normal sight. On September 22nd, the police department received Kayla and Charlie's cell phone records and worked to make sense of them. They showed that Kayla and Charlie's last phone ping were close to each other.
We do begin tonight with breaking news in South Carolina, where a shocking scene of death and incredible survival is still unfolding at this hour. 30-year-old Kayla Brown found after deputies heard banging on a metal container.
The owner of that property, Todd Colehep's in custody and charged with at least 1 count of kidnapping.
And it's pretty horrible. We got deputies down there that came to do the search warrant this morning and heard this lady banging on this container. You know, the main thing is we did find her alive. Thank God. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, but thank God. We are still looking for Charles David Carver.
we are learning that Todd Colehep had been working as a real estate agent for TKA Real Estate.
He was placed on South Carolina's sex offender website in 2012. Is listed as a juvenile Tier 3 offender, which is the most severe category.
We have a cadaver dog out here. We don't have any leads on Mr. Carver at this time.
Me and my boyfriend Charlie came out here to his land and helped in some underbrush. He had walked inside and got hedge clippers. Todd went back inside and told us to hold on a sec. Todd came back out. He had a gun in his hand. He fired 3 shots into Charlie's chest. I was completely in shock. He couldn't believe that I didn't realize that he liked to kill me. He said he was breaking all his rules with me, and he didn't know if he was going to kill me or sell me or what yet, but he just wanted me or something to kill.
Did he ever tell you how many people he's killed out there?
Story-wise, he told me about 4.
It's okay to cry. You've been through hell.
Yeah, but you get to live through it. The rest didn't.
Investigators later found the body of Brown's boyfriend in a shallow grave on Colehep's property.
We're not done here. We're not going to be done here.
Sheriff in Spartanburg County saying 2 bodies have now been found on Colehep's 100-acre property.
There's supposed to be one more down here, but we're going to keep searching until we are positive that's it.
Investigators say that one victim was shot in the head and the other victim shot multiple times in the torso. According to the coroner, the 2 were buried for at least 11 months.
He liked to brag that he was a serial killer and a mass murderer. He said he was going to kill more people because he had dreams of his body count being in 3 digits. He said right now it was still high 2 digits. He also told me that he walked into, a few years back, that he walked into a bike shop at Anderson and shot 4 people and left, and they never found out who did it.
Melissa?
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
We just got a guy who confessed to the Superbike killings and gave us details on everything. We made an arrest.
Are you kidding?
No, I wouldn't, Melissa. You know me any better than that.
Wow.
For 13 years, the family of a quadruple murder prayed for answers. Who shot their loved ones and why?
He felt like they were making fun of him, such as, "This is too much motorcycle for you." That appears to be what set him off.
They dispensed with him lightning fast. He pleaded guilty to killing 7 people. Todd Colehep is now serving 7 consecutive life sentences, one after the other. For good measure, he's got another 30 years tacked on for sexually assaulting Kayla every day.
Melissa Brackman says she's waited 15 years for this moment.
It finally hit me that we have choices still every single day. Todd does not. We're still out here walking. We're still going to keep making this a good life for us, and we have a bright future.
I feel like we can finally move on, and it's over, and he took a big chunk of our lives, but we can still adapt and just keep living our lives and just try to do better every day.